The luckiest man who ever lived. Most people are grateful to survive one near-death experience. Frane Selak survived 7. His unbelievable streak began on a cold morning while riding a train from Sarajevo to Dubrovnik. Without warning, the train derailed and plunged into an icy river. 17 passengers lost their lives, but Frane managed to escape. Rescuers pulled him from the freezing water, and he survived with only a broken arm and hypothermia. Just 1 year later, Frane boarded a small plane for his first and only flight. Mid-air, both engines failed and the cabin lost pressure. A malfunctioning door suddenly blew open, sucking Frane out of the aircraft thousands of feet above the ground. He had no parachute. When he woke up days later in a hospital, he learned the plane had crashed, killing 19 people. Somehow, Frane had survived after landing in a massive haystack on a farm below. You might think that would be the end of his bad luck. It wasn't. In 1966, Frane was riding a bus when the driver lost control on an icy road. The bus smashed through a barrier and plunged into a river. 4 passengers died, but Frane swam safely to shore with only a few cuts and bruises. Determined to avoid public transportation, he bought his own car, but danger seemed to follow him everywhere. In 1970, his car suddenly burst into flames while he was driving. Frane jumped out moments before the fuel tank exploded. 3 years later, another car malfunction sprayed oil onto a hot engine. Flames shot through the dashboard vents and burned off all of his hair. Remarkably, he escaped without serious injuries. For nearly 20 years, life was calm. Then the accidents returned. In 1995, Frane was hit by a speeding city bus while walking through Zagreb. Once again, he survived with only minor injuries. The following year brought perhaps his most dramatic escape of all. While driving along a mountain road, a United Nations truck suddenly swerved into his lane. Frane jerked the steering wheel to avoid a collision, crashing through a guardrail and heading toward a 300-foot drop. In a split-second decision, he jumped from the car and grabbed a tree branch hanging over the cliff. As he clung to the branch, he watched his car plunge into the gorge below and explode. 7 disasters, 7 escapes. Whether he was the luckiest man in the world or simply impossible to kill, Frane Selak's story remains one of the most astonishing survival tales ever told.